So, day 4 of my vlog challenge, although it's been several months since I posted again, so I wasn't persistent in my challenge. It was too much of leaving my comfort zone to develop these videos on a daily basis, but I'm going to persist now. I have to push through this. So today's topic is about giving, or rather overgiving. And this came to me when I was doing a type of a meditation of a practice, an energetic practice, that made me explore the extent to which I feel I'm worthy of my energy. So I'm worthy of having, of feeling energetic, of feeling full energetically, and that I feel that my energy body, I'm worthy of it, which I'll talk about sometime in more detail because it's a really fascinating practice. And through the practice, you feel your energy body, you feel your leakages, and you feel yourself worthy of replenishing your energy and having energy within inside of you. And the interesting thing is, this huge piece of resistance came up within me when I was going through this meditation. And it was basically this notion that I was raised to believe in, is that as a wife, as a mother, as a woman, my sole purpose is to give and to sacrifice myself to my children, to my husband, to my family. And that any attention that I pay towards myself in any shape or form is actually very selfish. And it made me think where this concept came from, and it's inherited. As women, we're taught heavily to believe that. But I also then felt into that part of me that felt that way, that felt it was selfish for me to have this energetic body, to replenish myself energetically. And I wanted to feel into that part that was resisting this very heavily. And when I did feel into that part, it was a very judging part. It was telling me to be ashamed of myself. As I said before, that I have to sacrifice myself to my children, I have to sacrifice myself to my husband, to my family. And I realized the reason that that came up is that it's actually much more easier to believe that than to believe that I'm entitled to my desires, my needs, and that I'm entitled to an energetic body that gives me or gives me the energy to pursue these desires and needs. Because when I believe that everything is about sacrificing my things to others, I don't really have to think about myself. And in many regards, as energetically depleting as that is, it's actually much more easier because the answer is already given to me. I don't have to search for it. I don't have to think about it. It's a given in terms of what I have to do. The thing about that is that it's energetically depleting. It leaves you empty. At least in my case, I know that it does. It leaves you hollow. It leaves you very unfulfilled. And it also puts an unnecessary and unfair burden on the recipient of this sacrifice, in this case children or the husband, because how can someone repay you for that type of sacrifice, for that type of actions that you're directing towards them, because they can't. And it depletes, it just wears you down completely. Whereas allowing, the notion that I can allow myself, that I'm worthy of energy and of replenishing my energy, actually makes it's like a very beautiful cycle. It gives me the energy to give to the people that I love, but I also the energy to replenish myself so that I have more love to give to others, but then also love to give to myself. Whereas just focusing on sacrifice, it depletes me energetically completely. So what I took away from that is that the notion of sacrifice towards others is appealing because it's easy. It's much more difficult to really and honestly work on yourself, honestly define what it is you need, and provide yourself with the agencies, the energy, everything that you need to actually make that happen. And that's much more difficult than sacrificing yourself for someone else. But at the end, focusing on yourself, on your energy, on replenishing yourself, actually makes you better positioned to support and love the people in your life. So that's my vlog for the day.